Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's more of a talker than a doer when it comes to his career. You'll notice him sharing fancy ideas and dreams about success, but when it's time to put in the effort, he tends to step back or gets lost in distractions. If you're looking for someone who turns dreams into real achievements, he may leave you disappointed.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to take it hard and withdraw rather than bounce back. Instead of facing problems head on, he might get upset quickly, become quiet, or even avoid the situation altogether. Sometimes he could have mood swings or seem distant, needing time alone to deal with his feelings.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will find him polite and easy to talk to, so he won't be the type to start fights or rude arguments. He doesn't push his opinions strongly, prefers to avoid conflict, and is usually gentle in his words. While he's not very warm or caring, his polite nature protects him from open quarrels.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he'll probably be glad for you, but not deeply invested either way. He isn't the jealous type, and your achievements won't bruise his ego. He's happy to let you have your own space to grow, and your wins won't cause problems between you two.
What if you start earning more than him?
He won't secretly resent you or feel very insecure if you earn more than him. Since he isn't strongly driven by competition, your higher earnings won't make him feel hurt or jealous. However, he might not show much excitement or pride, just polite acceptance.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't very careful with money and can be a bit thoughtless when it comes to spending. He might buy things impulsively, especially if something catches his eye or seems fun. You may notice bills getting missed or money spent on hobbies rather than necessities.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He tends to live beyond his means, sometimes pretending he's wealthier than he actually is. He enjoys the thrill of nice things or showing off a bit, even if it stretches his budget. Bills or savings can take a backseat while he tries to keep up appearances now and then.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's not particularly open handed or generous when it comes to kindness or money. While he's polite and will treat you with respect, he doesn't go out of his way to help others or share much, either emotionally or financially. At the same time, he isn't harsh or greedy, just not deeply caring or open.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's more on the polite and quiet side than controlling or secretive about money. He won't likely hide things from you, but he also won't be fully open or talk much unless you ask directly. Overall, he's not hiding big secrets, but don't expect total honesty without some gentle nudging.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He won't insist that housework is only your job, but he also won't take much initiative to help out. He's likely to leave the responsibility to you unless you clearly ask or set up a plan together. If you want housework to be truly shared, you'll need to be firm and direct so he follows through.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
With him, you'll find that help often means watching from the side or maybe offering some friendly advice rather than actually getting his hands dirty. He's not likely to jump in with diapers or dishes unless you ask directly and make it clear you need real support. Even then, he might do a little and then quietly step back, leaving most of the work to you.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He isn't the type to argue just to prove he's right. Instead, he'll usually stay quiet and avoid conflict if there's a disagreement. Most of the time, he'll politely listen but keep his feelings inside and not talk much about his own thoughts.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he usually stays respectful and doesn't lash out with hurtful words or aggressive actions. His first reaction is to withdraw and keep quiet instead of raising his voice. Sometimes he might seem cold or distant, but his anger doesn't turn into meanness.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does get angry quickly, but instead of exploding, he tends to pull away and go silent. You might notice sudden mood changes or him shutting down when things don't go his way. If you are hoping for someone calm and steady, his quick temper and tendency to withdraw may cause tension or leave issues unresolved.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it hard to say sorry or take real responsibility when something goes wrong. Instead of admitting his mistakes, he may quietly withdraw or try to avoid the topic, letting things settle on their own. It's not that he wants to hurt you, he just struggles to face difficult truths openly.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He's polite and avoids pushing people. So if you set a limit, he's unlikely to argue or cross it. In fact, he'll back off quickly rather than risk upsetting you or causing a scene. You won't face nagging, pressure, or guilt tripping from him when you say no.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He's likely to take it personally and become quiet or withdrawn when you're not in the mood for intimacy. He won't get angry or push you, but you might notice him feeling hurt or acting distant for a while. Instead of asking how you feel or talking things out, he may just step away and keep his feelings inside.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He won't use your personal stories, secrets, or shared experiences to hurt or embarrass you later. He values politeness and respects boundaries, so your privacy will stay safe with him.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's easily distracted by other women and may struggle to stay truly faithful. He enjoys excitement and newness, so whenever someone catches his attention, he might be drawn to flirt or seek out fresh company. You might notice him chatting, getting friendly, or behaving a bit too casually with others.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he isn't over possessive or very controlling. He doesn't get jealous easily, and he's not the type to check up on you, demand details, or act suspicious all the time. He might seem distant at times instead of protective or possessive.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He doesn't try to manage where you go, what you do, or who you talk to. He isn't the type to check up on you or set strict rules. Instead of being pushy or demanding, he keeps to himself and respects your space.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He'll likely expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. He isn't eager to jump in or share responsibilities unless you ask very specifically. Even for daily routines or school issues, he'll stay quiet or distracted unless you push for his help.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper quickly rather than stay calm. He won't yell or punish harshly, but he may get frustrated, become moody, or withdraw from the situation. He has trouble dealing with stress and doesn't have a steady hand for tough moments.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will politely accept your role as both a mother and your own person, but he won't offer strong encouragement or deep support. He won't challenge your choices or try to control you, and you'll have space to handle home and personal goals as you wish. He gives you freedom, but you'll need to find your own motivation and strength.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will support your career just to ask you to quit later. He isn't controlling about your choices and won't pressure you to give up your job even after you have a child. He will let you make your own decisions about work and parenting.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will act polite on the surface with your parents, but won't show real warmth or deep affection. When they visit or call, he'll greet them respectfully, say nice things, and behave well, but his kindness will feel formal rather than truly caring. You'll get good manners from him, but the heart to heart closeness will likely be missing. He'll quietly try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he won't handle it calmly, but he also won't make things worse by starting fights. He tends to get quickly upset or overwhelmed. So he may withdraw, go silent, or become moody rather than face the issue together. There won't be angry outbursts, but his lack of calm support can make you feel alone in tough moments.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he may act modern with you in private, but expect you to behave like a traditional, supportive wife when his relatives are around. He likes to keep things peaceful and avoid conflict. So even if he's easygoing at home, he won't stand up if his family or relatives expect you to follow old customs or play a certain role. If you want to stay true to yourself in all situations, you'll need to set your boundaries and speak up, as he won't do it for you.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will most likely stay out of it rather than step in to support you or side with his family. He doesn't like conflict and will choose silence or distance instead of taking a stand. Instead, he'll let the situation run its course, hoping things calm down on their own.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He isn't a classic mummy's boy, but he also won't easily choose your side in a conflict with his mother. Instead of taking a clear stand for either of you, he'll mostly avoid the situation, stay quiet, and hope things settle down without his involvement. He won't stir trouble, but don't expect him to defend you against his mother either.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he may share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister, especially if he feels confused or hurt. Instead of talking things through with you, he might turn to them for comfort or advice, letting them in on matters you'd rather keep just between the two of you. If this worries you, clear boundaries and honest talks are very important.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being in a relationship with him day in and day out means you'll have a mix of peace, some fun, and a lot of handling things on your own. He's polite, gentle, and likes to avoid fights, so there won't be big drama or harsh words.